Monstrocoin. Did you think death was going to be your sweet release from the fetters of capitalism? Think again with Monstrocoin, the only cryptocurrency exchanged by ghosts, ghouls, and other denizens of the afterlife. Monstroco brand, Monstrocoin. Spend it before it spends you. Okay, so it seems like what Monstroco is trying to do here is capitalize on the cryptocurrency craze. It seems like we're moving toward bits. Is it a craze? Is the internet a fad? I don't know.
Well, more importantly, is the internet a secret doorway to the other realm?
Yes, obviously. You're talking about the third reality that we're accidentally building by making the internet.
Yeah, exactly.
All this VR is just opening the door even more, man.
I'm gonna get in there. I think by the time I'm hoping in by the time that I'm like 75, they can just plug me in and I'll be on an island in fucking Yahoo somewhere, married to a pop-up ad.
Yeah, slowly accruing debt attached to the mobile number that you pass down to your family in your will.
Yeah, no problem. I'll pay it off with Monstrocoin when I'm uploaded into the friggin', that big, they call it the tomb, the big, it's a giant hard drive that's floating around the earth. Monstroco presents the tomb, an alternative to death.
And don't worry about your debt to Monstroco, because you can work it off virtually in their virtual warehouse, moving virtual boxes from here to there.
Data in the tomb. Get a job in the tomb. Forget that you're in the tomb. It's life again.
Listen to the biscuit in the tomb.
Get in debt within the tomb, within the bank, within the tomb.
Exactly. And, if you're an early adopter, you can get one of those sweet jobs as one of the virtual hamsters that runs forever.
Yeah. You could be one of 1,000 chimps in a room writing the perfect novel.
Think about it. A chimpanzee eating a banana, typing at a typewriter.
Yeah. Monstrocoin.
See,
everybody.
I don't see the I don't see the writer chimpanzee eating the banana so much as using it like a cigar.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's like behind his ear and he like ashes it and while he thinks and stuff. Sure. Do you guys put your cigars behind your ears, right?
I do all the time.
What are we talking about this week? What do you guys got? I got one. I got a heater. It's thematic. It links in with my other podcasts. Go ahead.
All right. So recently, and this is from BBC, a large 2,000-year-old cat has been discovered in Peru's Nazca lines. So there's a new geoglyph that has been discovered, and it looks like everyone's 6-year-old drew a cat. Like, it is so adorable. Let me link the picture for our Zoom.
Right. So it's not okay. Hang on.
It's not like, how the spider looks like it's like a spiritual thing and like it's really well put together. This cat looks like someone's child was left to design the cat, and they just said, "It looks good, Timmy."
Oh no. It's good. Yeah, no,
this is. I like it. Yeah, it's like they're using the giant hill as like the magnet of the Mesozoic era.
Yeah, this is the
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Listen, you're all wonderful. You're all gonna be wonderful parents, and I'm a monster, but that does not look good compared to the other things.
Listen, as an artist.
Okay.
Hang on. Let me put this fucking shitty beret on. As a piece of shit artist, I can tell you right now that you got to practice. You got to get out and try on some little hills.
Okay, that's fair.
Before you go out and throw up a spider that fucking aliens, aka God, is gonna see. It better be good. It better be good. Did you see what happened to that? He got turned into white ash, blew away.
That is 100% fair, and the story actually goes into it.
Oh, far out.
So
sorry.
the Nazca lines.
Oh God, I got one
are
right.
Home, are home to designs that were created some 2,000 years ago, and scientists believe the cat, as with other Nazca animal figures, were created by making depressions on the desert floor, leaving the colored dirt exposed.
With like a hoe, right?
Yes, with like a little scrapey device. Like if you just move your foot, it leaves a mark on this plateau. The cat then went unnoticed until plans were recently drawn up for a new path leading to an observation platform.
Oh.
And the platform would have provided a vantage point for visitors to see many of the other geoglyphs, leaving the cat totally unknown. And building this path to the observatory, that's when they discovered it.
Dang, it's crazy that they're still discovering them.
There's
It's
more
wild.
lines. There's more drawings.
Wouldn't it be? It's like DLC, It's like a new season of Nazca Lines.
Like this is Nazca Lines version 2.
What if they found something crazy? What if it wasn't just Bad Cat, and like it was like, oh whoa, this is some kind of solar map or something?
Well, I mean, it could be like a giant comic strip or something.
Like this was the first edition of Garfield.
Yeah, at the end you get to a Nancy panel.
So I did a new God drawing. Do you want to come look at it? Okay, so this is a guy. This is a guy that I'm calling Bad Cat, and it's because he's drawn bad. And Bad Cat.
It's because he's drawn bad. It's not because he does bad stuff. I want some backstory.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I think you're gonna like Bad Cat because the answer is both.
So the figure,
and then in the next panel, Bad Cat meets Spider, gigantic spider that's the size of Cincinnati.
The figure was scarcely seen and was about to disappear, and that is because it was situated on a quite steep slope, and the effects of natural erosion almost totally wiped it out.
So do they have to go back in and like?
Yes, they cleaned it up. They did some more scraping. They kind of kept the rocks from falling back onto it, making it vanish. They did the work that you're thinking. Like they made the Nazca line the original way as they could.
Yeah.
Based on archaeological studies.
Like, what if the cat looked really, really good 2,000 years ago? And
this is like a recent reconstruction that all the religious art's gone through.
It's like that lady that did the Jesus painting restoration.
Yeah.
Where she just blobbed it out.
And we fucked it up. You're saying whoever did the rest. You're saying the archaeologists are the ones who gave us Bad Cat.
I'm saying archaeologists might have the first 2 letters of artist in it, but they are not.
That's as far as it goes.
So back to your point, Jordan, about this being like maybe it's a practice one.
Sure.
Johnny Isla, Peru's chief archaeologist for the Nazca Lines, told news agencies that the cat predates the Nazca culture. Which created most of the figures from 200 to 700 AD. This was a pre-Nazca line cat.
Interesting.
That's pretty nuts.
Interesting. So,
is that a naturally occurring mound also?
Yes, all of this is naturally occurring.
Okay.
Wow.
But the cat is a practice cat. They were trying to make bigger lines. This was a first time, and you know what? For a first time, I could tell that's a cat, and that's what matters.
It's crazy. So it's just crazy how an entire people can go away and leave like such a huge like mystery. Like did they do them all the time? Did they do ones and then erase them and do them again? What were they saying?
I mean, it seems like that's kind of what the culture was, like they loved these geoglyphs. They stood up above there, looked down below. Like I think they were a great art loving people.
Roger Norquist. But they're gonna put that on the brochure. As a quote. I think, it makes you wonder about like everybody loves to think that they're at the peak of the civilized
Yes,
world.
we
you
think
know, we're
evolution
the
is
most,
linear, where it gets more progressive.
Everything's been invented. We've done it. Our civilization is progressing. We have hiccups, but we're moving forward, you know, we like to think we're the first ones, but I mean, what if there were civilizations before that were as advanced as us or more, and then they accidentally turned the surface of the earth into magma, and then everything melted and started again? It's crazy.
Then, I mean, you look at stuff like this too, and
there would be stuff in space.
We tend to think about older civilizations as, you know, they're just constantly in this cycle of nose to the grindstone, literal grindstone work, all day. But art is always a leisure activity.
Oh yeah, sure. This proves that the Nazca people had so much free time.
Yeah, they had their civilization was adequately advanced enough that people had days off, you know.
What is he doing out there? I don't know. He's been out there for like 2 weeks.
Even like the pyramids, to where like it was grueling work, but like that was built because people could actually do stuff because they weren't just surviving, you know. Like they had a food store, they had other things to be like, okay, I guess I got to work on this pyramid for a tax break. Fuck the pharaoh.
I love the idea of like a Nazca Peru kid being like, I don't want to get a job. I want to work on the lines. I'm going to be a line maker.
Son, you got to work in the valley. We need the grain.
In this house, we work the valley for grain. I want to work the lines. I want to talk to the God Kings. We haven't seen the God Kings in 50 years. Since they brought us this, and he holds up like a Samsung. What?
What is that? It's the black box of power.
Don't turn it on. I'm so close to getting Flanders, and Simpsons tapped out.
But that's all I have for this story. We have a cat. Predates the Nazca culture. Probably something they used to practice to make the lines we know and love today.
Do you think that maybe they were trying to tell us about Garfield?
I think so, man. Like you said, the ancients were wiser than we will ever be, and they knew of the cat that liked lasagna.
Well, do you think that they this was there to remind you not to work on a Monday? It's like the Nazca Sabbath.
The Nazcan Sabbath.
Honestly, maybe it was just a thing that you would walk by and be like, oh, look at that cool cat. Somebody did a cat. That's fun. That is the Garfield of the day. Like, I see you on Sunday, my day off. We both hate Monday. I'm going home to make a layered dish we call lasagna. It will someday be modern lasagna. I get it. I dig it. I think we solved it. Or they were predicting Garfield.
You're right. And I'll call this segment Roger's Lines, not cocaine.
Asterisk. Not cocaine.
And I pass the speaking orb to one of you two. Okay.